What's going on, guys? Obviously, no, no. Dim on you, Mister. No, no. Hi, guys. Corrupt here. How you doing? Today I have with me Fetz, the guy laughing in the background. We're doing a combined dual comm meeting of the minds, player breakdown of CozyDutchOven. Odd name, good guy. So Fetz, what do we got going on here? What are we doing? What map is this? This is Damavand
Peak.
Conquest.
Conquest. A lot of tank
well.
gameplay. A little bit of infantry gameplay. Mostly tank. But it was refreshing to watch some classic Battlefield 3. I think these maps are still the best of this game.
And with that, I want to ask you a question, sir. Do you see where he spawned on this map? Is that something new? I have never spawned that far away on any flag.
I haven't read about any changes to the spawns on these maps, so I can't explain that.
All right,
I do see the change to this canister shell sucks.
Well, obviously. So this is what we have going on here. Apparently, the enemy team has paradropped, chopper dropped, whatever they've done. They're dropped in, and they're trying to take our buddy's home flag. Now, the issue is...
Tactic.
Yeah, it's a good tactic. It's a douchey tactic. Take your own first, but whatever. It seems like you're just setting up things to spawn camp, and that's not cool with me. It's really annoying. But moving on from that, he has to do a lot of pest hunting. He's got to do some pest control in his tank. It's maybe a waste of a tank, some people may think, but it is the most effective when you combine the proximity sensor and armor and the speed. You're able to run around and kill people and clear them out, and then move on. Normally, we like to play aggressive, get the tank on B, and make them deal with us. But case in point on this one, it didn't work out that way. He had to fall back and handle the pests.
Roadkill. Oh. That guy got lucky. I feel like he was forced to play pest control at Charlie there. Probably not what he wanted to do, but you're wasting a tank on that. However, if he had a gunner, it probably would have been a lot quicker of a process. Someone that could be taking out those guys with the Gatling gun on top there.
Now, we have watched this video I know I've watched this video one time before we started recording this, and the one thing I have to say that I've noticed is the lack of teammates. Where in the hell is his team?
Look at the map. Look at the mini-map now. There's no one around him. He's backpedaling to stop this whole squad from coming down this left tunnel. And there's no one. There's absolutely no one to help him out. And he's solo in the tank, which is never a good situation.
And I would tell you that this would be a great position to be in maybe 2 or 3 patches ago. But since they nerfed the tank, it's just not fun, especially with the reloading of the canister shell. And he's still got people dropping on C. His team may be trying to defend Bravo and failing, but there's a lot of people on his team, and I don't see anybody on the map.
Yeah, no, he's in a full squad, but he's playing solo. He's not talking to anyone in the game, and he doesn't know anyone in the game. So I do know that much. This is a nice shot here through this wall. I think he must bank it off that, but that was a good kill. So far, talking about how Dutch is playing, I really like the decisions he's made as far as falling back with the tank and defending Charlie. So, it's tempting to push up, especially in this powerful vehicle. But I think the decisions he's made as far as helping out his team and doing kind of the selfless role of playing in the back, and clearly no one else wants to do this because he's by himself so much. So that's been good. The other question, talking about squad mates, he's got a full squad. 2 guys are down right now. Why is no one spawning on him? There's an empty tank pushed up in the tunnel, and no one in his squad is going to spawn on him. I don't understand that.
I guess they'd rather spawn at C and face the full head-on assault of the enemy team. Honestly, when he was in that tunnel, somebody could have spawned on him and had a decent flank. But looks like one guy's in the chopper. Do notice when these guys are on the game, or when they're actually on the field doing things, they don't last that long. They seem to cycle through spawns quite a bit.
I didn't check the final score. Wow. Okay, we got to talk about that.
All right. Now that's the cardinal sin. That is the main. You don't. No. Especially on a game or on a map like Damavand Peak, when you got 1 tank per side, you never, ever, bad Dutchy, you never get out of the tank. Even if it is C4'd. I know you're pretty much doing this by yourself, but you're going to have to take the loss and die if you were C4'd. Even if you jumped out right there and got killed.
I can't count the number of times that I've one of us has put C4 on a tank and had the guy jump out, and that's our tank all of a sudden.
Yeah, you don't even need C4. Just scare somebody, have somebody with proximity on, and be a medic. All he sees is a red arrow, and I think Dutch may have done it there. Hop out, try to take him out, and get back in your tank. But some things don't work out like that.
No, that's good. Definitely a result of the nerf to the canister shot too. He didn't have the ability to go anti-infantry quickly there.
Also, we can bring up the fact that his teammates were nobody. He had to deal with 5-6 guys, and that's why he had tunnel vision, because he was shooting in a tunnel, and there was nobody else to back him up.
Yeah. And this is where it's nice. Again, this isn't a critique. It's more of just a statement. If there's two of you, even if just two of you on, if one of us was on, running reactive armor as the driver, and then your gunner running your proximity, as we've shown in our tank videos. He's forced to run proximity because he's a one-man crew, and that's a disadvantage.
Now, one thing I can say about Dutch, he's not what you would call a tryhard. He's very good. He's pretty much a strong player in every aspect of the game, vehicle-wise and infantry-wise. But he's certainly not going to be the one trying to be tryhard, going to camp everybody out. He's very calm.
He got jihaded.
Even though you shot the freaking Humvee.
Oh, man. But that's a good tactic on this map. You got to be aware of the jihad jeeps. So he was aware he shot it. He just kind of missed his shot. If he would have hit that on the front where the C4 was, then he would probably still be alive in his tank instead of respawning into some fire here. So anyways, that's just he's got great accuracy, I've noticed from watching this game. So it's really not a ding on him. He just missed, and that happens. So
all right, now while we have him on foot here, let's talk about his gun loadout. Looks to me like he's G53, 4-grip attachment. Other attachment I'm not sure, probably heavy barrel. That's a good gun. It's not a really widely used gun, but it does its purpose. I mean, it's pretty much, I would say, probably average gun.
Yeah.
I actually haven't played with it since it's been patched. I'm sure it's been changed somewhat.
And what do you think about using mines here?
I would say as a one-man team, what he's doing here, it's definitely a very valid tactic. There's no vehicle. He lost his vehicle. No need to repair. He's probably not going to last that long solo out here, facing all the enemies like he's been doing the entire map, or the entire match. So putting the mines on, trying to get kills, trying to slow the people down, that's a valid tactic.
And you're seeing it play out really well here. This tank has had to stop to deal with these mines, and it became a sitting duck for his RPG fire. Unfortunately, I think it looked like that tank had reactive armor on, from what I just saw, and he's the one man with an RPG.
Right, it's pretty much you're not going to do any damage before it can heal itself up or get a quick repair. Again, one-man army, it's just not going to work.
I don't know how that missed right there, but he stayed in one place for a long time, shooting RPGs, which are going to put you on the mini map for everyone, and you're near the enemy spawn point. Your team is not aggressive or pushing up. That was kind of a recipe for getting shot in the back like that. He almost turned on a guy. That would have been a really clutch play. But that was a given. Like, I saw that coming a mile away, and I'm sure looking back on it or listening to this, he's gonna say, yeah, I deserve to die there because I was on the mini map. I was firing off explosives near the enemy spawn. So not a good idea. One or two, and then it should have become clear that he was not going to take that tank down on his own. And at that point, he should probably moved and relocated. But anyways, he transitions back into the tank, which no one on his team is even looking at the tank. It was just sitting there. So he does the right thing in getting the tank, and it works out because he's really good in the tank. I like his use of cover here a lot. This is something that a lot of people can learn from. You watch it and you're like, well, that's no shit, that's common sense, but it's not. People don't do it. Exactly. And the way he played around that hillside and moved back and forth, and only presented himself when he was ready to take a shot, reloaded and on target, that's the way you got to do that in a tank. That was really well played there, and you can see the result is that tank is dead, and he's again the only tank on the map ready to dominate if his team would just help him push up.
Now, the enemy tank suffered from the lock-on flu. I mean, they just tried to lock on everything with guided missile. If they would have engaged him with the main cannon, it could have been more of a fair fight, but Dutch is smart, use cover, and he's not going to sit there and get locked on when he can easily duck behind cover and block and break that lock. So that's something you can see a lot in Armor Kill, people locking on everything, but it's not going to work on these maps.
Yeah, and the combination of the terrain and the cover on this map and running infrared smoke, the smoke recharges fairly quickly still. And, that brief period between recharges on it, there's so much cover to hide behind that, the guided rockets... Yeah, the guided rocket is not a good upgrade on this map at all. Way better with something to deal with all the infantry that's coming at you with C4. And again, he's fighting. He's fighting a whole squad over here at Charlie by himself. So kudos for that.
Yeah, he's showing you how to fight a chopper the right way, even though you got a hit marker on it and it didn't die.
That was crazy.
But he sees. Yeah,
oh, man, he shot the pilot out.
It's dead anyway. But the idea is simple. If you see a chopper on a minimap coming at you, you don't aim where it's coming from. You aim to where it's going. Everybody dives when they're attacking a tank. All you got to do is just wait for it to come out of its dive and just put a tank shell in its ass. It's a very easy concept. Don't try to raise a tank cannon to engage as it's diving in. Just wait for it to get to the bottom of its dive and blow it all to hell.
I don't want to alarm you, but he now has a gunner for the first time in the game.
Jesus, somebody timestamped that.
We're at 13 minutes into the video, give or take, and he finally has a gunner.
His teammate was nice enough to park a Humvee in his way.
Yeah. So I don't want to bitch too much about his teammates. It's not the point of the video series. We're talking about Dutch's gameplay. And, while we're talking about that, I want to talk about how other people can submit clips for this video series as well. We're going to be doing a whole series based on reviewing gameplays of other players. We might review each other's gameplay some more, but it's difficult when you're in the game to be objective and review it, and we typically are playing at the same time and in the same squad. So if you have any gameplay that you would like to submit, it doesn't have to be perfect. You learn a lot more from your mistakes than you do your flawless victories. But go ahead and shoot us a message, and we would love to take a look at that and get you up on our channel and help get some exposure for your channel if you do record and post to YouTube. So while I said all that, Dutch has been going to town. He's finally got the tank up in a power position where he can, he just eliminated the other tank again, and he's up here where he can do some work. I see his gunner took off for some reason. Doesn't like getting kills in the most powerful vehicle on the map, maybe. I don't know. But
yeah, and I just want to thank Dutch for submitting this gameplay. He was the guinea pig of this little operation. It's a work in progress. It's only going to get better. And if you
look at this crap shoot.
Yeah, I was going to say something about this. Canister round to the face, and it only killed. Okay, that's okay.
But they were nice enough to stack up for him there.
I bet Magnum would have gone through all three of them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I do like what he's doing here. He's not getting too aggressive. He doesn't push up on Alpha. And I know Alpha's not technically their spawn. It wouldn't necessarily be a spawn camp. Regardless of your philosophical position on spawn camping on maps like this, it's more a tactical decision. You see that they just get a bunch of infantry pushing out of Alpha, and the tank shows up. If he had pushed up there by himself the way his team's been supporting him, he would be in another dead tank right now, and respawning on his squad mates on foot.
And Dutch is kind of in line with us when it comes to gameplay, kind of quality of gameplay, as he peeks at a crack and blows a guy in the face.
Love that shot.
He gets bored with spawn camping. I mean, honestly, you want to have a competitive game. Nobody wants to blow through and all the teammates, or all the enemy team, and have them sitting in their spawn for the next 20 minutes. That's why he's sitting back here trying to give them a chance to come out and play. You get more points if they're in a vehicle and you kill them that way.
As he picks up a Nemesis ribbon, meaning he's doing really well against someone.
So yeah, it's just this is the way we play. You try to give the idiots a chance.
Yeah.
Is that too harsh? Okay.
No.
Try to give the other team a chance, because nobody likes spawn camping or being spawn camped. Put it that way.
No, it's curious. His team's got a pretty good foothold, but it was very competitive early on, actually putting Dutch's team at a disadvantage much of that game. The strategy of going for Charlie, I like it. They were very aggressive with it. They weren't always pair dropping in. They had guys flanking down the tunnels. And it was always a full squad. You always saw 4 orange dots on the map. I like it. I think it's good aggressive strategy. Especially, either Dutch's team is not being aggressive or they got pushed back by that early on. And so it was working. I don't know exactly what turned the tide, although I do give a lot of credit to Dutch. He took the tank, which is clearly the most dominant force on this map. You have the little birds, which are not that useful on this map other than for flanking.
Or anywhere anymore.
Or or cool videos flying down the tunnel or whatever. Other than that, you got your Humvee, and then you got your tank, your main battle tank, and there's no LAVs or anything. And it's hard to use javelins in the tunnels because they have that, they take off vertically and hit walls and stuff. So he took a vehicle which is extremely powerful, and he played it really well. The result being a good win for his team. And, that I think I put a lot of this win on him, to be honest. And not because he's a buddy that we game with. But you watch this game, and it's pretty obvious that he was having a pretty big impact on it.
I never said we liked the guy. I mean, we play with him. We can say whatever we want to say about him. He rages a lot sometimes. It's pretty hard to play with him. He rages more than anybody I know. It's all anger and violence. Sounds like a cool guy, but really, wow. Calm down, bro. I'm being totally serious.
He's a pretty calm guy. I thought he was getting jihaded again here.
Yeah, so did I.
But instead, they decided to go Humvee versus tank, and that didn't work out too well for him. So that's the game, guys. That's our review. It was pretty much a full game. You see, he finished down a few players actually, so even more of a kudos there for pulling out the win. Hey guys, one more thing while we're talking about the channel and what's going on. Medal of Honor beta launches Friday. We play on Xbox if you're a long-time subscriber, and we're going to be hitting the beta up. It comes out at 3 a.m. I had Medal of Honor confirm that via Twitter today. So it'll be out all day Friday. Unfortunately, we work, so it'll be Friday evening before we get to play it.
I don't know, I'm getting a little cold, but I'm.
My time off for Borderlands, anyways. But I wish I'd saved it for Medal of Honor. But so we're going to be big into Medal of Honor. We love Battlefield, and we know a lot of you, or most of you, are subscribed because of Battlefield 3. But we've done all the tactics videos and tips videos, and we've shared a lot of information with you guys. And at this point, as far as tips and tactics go, which is the principle, the main core of our channel, it's time to move on to the next, the next iteration of what EA's got. That's Medal of Honor this year, and then next year it'll be Battlefield 4 after that. So that's where we're looking. We'll still be posting. Like I said, we want people to submit Battlefield stuff so we can do the player reviews like this. We think it's a really fun idea, and we're going to still be playing Battlefield, but a bulk of our gameplay is going to transition to Medal of Honor now.
I'll tell you this, guys. If you want Battlefield tips, you need to ask us and let us know what you need to see, what you want to see. Otherwise, we're not going to bore you with gameplay that you can find probably on 7,000 other channels of the same thing over and over again. So if you need some of that kind of information, we'll give it to you. But we're not going to sit here and cram it down your throats.
Exactly. So anyways, this has been a player review of CozyDutchOven. Not very active right now on YouTube, but hit him up. Let him know you want to see more. He's got some great gameplay he can bring you guys. Go over there and subscribe if you get a chance. And look for his gameplay to start picking up in volume on his channel. So for 11 Bravo Gaming, this is Fetz and Corrupt, and we're out of here.
Peace, bitches.